Hey, what's going on? It's Chris from Garage Times. I decided to do a video today on this blower motor resistor wiring connector. And if you work on a lot of stuff, you probably may already be doing this, but a helpful tip is I typically like to rule out the possibility of a bad blower motor when I'm trying to troubleshoot these on vehicles. The blower motor resistor, some folks might just go get one if it's not working right. And if it is working intermittently, or if it works on a couple settings, you're probably you're probably golden with just getting it. But I just like to know 100% for sure. So what I do is I keep these wiring connectors, and this is what I do. I like to cut them. And then what I do is I throw this piece away, and then I keep this other end. And if you're wondering why I keep this, well, I got a fantastic, perfect plug-in anytime I work on this year truck. Multiple years, we'll have the same blower motor connector. So then what I can do is, in the vehicle, I can disconnect the good wiring harness side, disconnect that, and I can take this cut one, and what I do is, now that that blower motor is isolated from any type of the electronics, because that's ultra critical, is not applying power to anything where any of your computer modules are affected by 12 volts of power on. So what I do is I keep these, and what I do is disconnect the blower motor, or basically any motor for that matter, in any vehicle I'm working on. Keep these connectors for them, and that way you can plug them in. And then what you do, you use your jumper wires here. Just use a set of jumper wires with some alligator clips on each one of these, black to negative, red to positive. Take those alligator clips then and run it to a battery, 12 volts positive red, black for the negative, and you can apply power to that blower motor and to see if it runs. And that probably would be good for one where it's not running at all. You know what I mean? Or if it was running intermittently, or whatever the case may be, that's just kind of part of the troubleshooting process. But at least then like, hey, especially if it's not working at all and you do that and it does work, well, you might have to troubleshoot a little further. But I like keeping stuff like that just in case.